Hello everyone and welcome to Yoga with Rachel. In today's class we explore Sphinx Pose. So this posture is typically seen in yin yoga classes and we typically stay in this posture for anywhere between 3 to 5 minutes in order to get the maximum benefits from this pose. So this is a back bending posture. It is particularly great for the low back body. It's great for anyone who sits down for lengthy periods of time, such as in a chair, on a couch, even when you're driving, to and from work. This is definitely a great pose to kind of like add into your daily exercise routine. We're also going to be getting a lovely stretch in our front body, working on mobility in the spine and all that good stuff. All right, let's get started. Okay friends, let's make our way down to the ground. We're gonna come on to our bellies. Take your time getting there. There's absolutely no rush. And when you do arrive there, let's stack our elbows underneath our shoulders. Walk your elbows forward a little bit so that way they're not directly underneath the shoulders. Forearms are roughly parallel to one another. They're kind of making the number 11 here. Spread the fingers nice and wide, pressing into your fingertips to feel the connection to the earth. The feet are roughly hip distance apart. Press into the tops of your feet, spread your toes, trying to connect each toe to the earth. And if you're anything like me, I have super baby toes. They're very, very small, so they may not be connecting to the earth, and that's perfectly fine. It's a practice. Okay, so this is our base. How about we just take a moment just to breathe on in through our nose and out through the nose or the mouth. So in this posture, I'm already kind of finding that I'm collapsing in my upper body. My shoulders are like creeping on up towards my ears, and I want to just kind of like lay on the earth. So here are some strategies that we can take to really help create a beautiful, nice back bend and perhaps even just some more support and ease in this pose. So let's start off by just pressing on into our forearms, into our hands, and perhaps we even press into our hands so much that it almost feels like we are dragging our hands back in space towards our hips. And perhaps when we do this action, we can almost feel our body being dragged forward. But of course, we're not moving here. It's just kind of like a visual. All right. So that's one thing that we can do to kind of help create some length in this pose and a bit of a lift. We can also visualize squeezing a pencil in between our shoulder blades. So perhaps we do this by looping our shoulders, kind of drawing the shoulder blades a little bit closer together. Perhaps when we do this action, we feel a little bit more of a lift in our upper body, in our chest, the heart shining forward. And if not, that is all good. It's all good because we have a little bit more exploring to do. So let's press into the tops of our feet. And when we do this action, feel your thighs squeezing together, hugging, the bone almost. That's what it kind of feels like. And perhaps when you do this action, you notice that your knees are lifting away from the earth. Rock your pelvis forward, pressing your pubic bone into the earth. And maybe when you do this action, perhaps you feel a little bit more ease in this posture. Perhaps this allowed you to lift on up a little bit higher, creating more stability in the body. Perhaps less pressure off of the low back. Next thing, let's tuck in our chin slightly, looking directly between our hands. Keep the breath flowing, because the breath can help us progress into really any yoga posture, so including this one, and create some more ease in the pose. Hugging the arms, the elbows in towards the side body, still pressing into our foundation, all that is touching the earth. This is definitely an active posture. You got this. You can also experiment with placing a blanket or even a bolster underneath the forearms to create a little bit more space in the upper body if that feels good. We are here for 3 more breath cycles. Wonderful, relax. Oh, that must feel really good. It's a very active posture, even though it does not look like there's a lot going on. Lots of internal work. Let's stack our hands on top of one another to create a hand pillow. Elbows go from left to right, and you can rest your forehead on your hands or the side of your head, and allow the toes to come in, the heels to spill out. So you can explore this option here if you would like, just to kind of reset, relax. Or if you would like, you can join me in a child's pose. So you rise on up, bring the legs together, sit bones come on back towards the heels, and we paint our yoga mat as we send our hands back and behind us, and then we melt our upper body towards our thighs, releasing our forehead to or towards the earth. And breathe here. So wherever you are, we're here for 3 lovely breath cycles. Okay. Begin to rise on up wherever you are, making your way to a seated position on your mat. So I hope that you found this tutorial useful. If you did, please tell me all about it in the comment section down below. If you haven't done so already, kindly subscribe to Yoga with Rachel, as it is the best way to support free yoga content for all. You can also ring that notification bell in order to be notified of new video uploads to the channel, and also just for us to stay connected to one another. Hit that like button if you enjoyed today's practice, and please feel free to share this video with anyone that you think would benefit from exploring this pose, or maybe would just even like to explore it. All right, thank you so very much for joining me here today. Take good care and bye for now.